All right, guys. Hold on, let me clean the camera.
Spit on it.
No, we're not spitting on the camera. So we're talking about style and drifting and
Form versus function.
form versus function. What's more important? What's not important? What's cooler looking? We're talking about all that. So we'd love for you guys to pipe in. We'd love to know what you guys think. We need to know if you guys think, a style car with graphics gets you further in drifting than a clean car with style. What's up, Kate Wayland?
Hey. No, so Dad here.
He
Right.
thinks gay. Daniel
clean.
Chapman says gay.
What?
Daniel Chapman. He commented gay.
Slow me.
He says blow him.
Is Daniel Chapman at the shop?
Are you at the shop, Chappie? Because you're not here.
Because did you see my son's car?
Only at Arby's. He said no.
No. Go to the shop.
Yeah, go to the shop. Check out the car.
Go check out the car.
Or come to
advocating.
the house. I don't know why you're not here.
Yeah, why aren't you here? So, I was advocating.
You don't need a comment. You could just drive here. Dad was talking about how
a balance.
a balance between. Oh my God,
But I
Truman, you're being a fuck.
I just wanted it clean.
Yeah, a balance between a solid colored car, with flares and style.
Yeah, with a certain degree of style. I hate
Gets
the
you-
graphics.
Gets you further in drifting. And I am very much against style for drifting in general. And I'm more for form over function.
No.
Or, excuse me, function over form.
Yeah,
Function
you want it
over
to work.
form.
Mechanical.
I want it to look like it works and have it actually
Yeah,
work.
but it's not like a rat rod.
It's not a rat rod.
It's not a rat rod.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't want to matte black it or something.
I like matte black.
You like matte black.
Oh, Chappie's watching Dom. He says, I'm about the Jay-Z life. That's what he says. I'm about 2 Jay-Z. We get it, Chappie. You're about 2 Jay-Z. We understand. You watch Dom and talk about 2 Jay-Z's with him. I think that what you were saying, if you did the over fenders on the Cressida and you kept it the same color and it was all solid and everything like that, and you did some wheels that matched it.
I don't even mind contrast. I like contrast. Contrast is good.
I don't know.
If you did the fenders in black.
Yeah, fender. Over fenders in black would look awful on
You
it.
think so?
Yeah, black over fenders on maroon car.
Well, I mean, I don't mind black trim.
It's not trim though. It's fenders.
Yeah, fenders. Yeah, it's a bit much, I guess.
It's not. We're not talking about one detail.
No.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about?
I wish we'd taken some pictures of the car today.
Oh, stop it, Chappie! Your fenders are black. Your car's white.
I spent 4 hours cleaning that. I detailed the car today. You should go see it, Chap.
Yeah, he detailed the Cresta. That's what. Going.
It started it early.
Yeah,
But it looked good, didn't it?
I thought it looked killer.
The windows were clean.
The windows were clean.
I did that with a rag and soap.
He says I'll take a gander.
You should go look. You saw it last night.
You should come by and grab me.
It came
And
out of
him.
a freaking blizzard.
Come by and grab me and him
And bring a pizza.
and bring a pizza. He said it's still taped up, I hope.
We're getting
Oh,
a new
the windshield.
for it.
We're getting a
the
windshield.
windshield for it. He says
I already talked to him.
$300 for a windshield.
$300.
right?
Windshield's
And
done.
we need some 18-inch rubber for those matching Nissan wheels.
What's up, A86 Hachi?
Hey, 86. The Nissan wheels cleaned up really nice.
Yeah, he said that the wheels on the
Acura
18s
wheels were pitted, and
He's petting my dachshund.
he's freaking drilling for oil here.
He's like, I love you. Yeah, no, he cleaned up the Nissan Altima wheels that were on the Cresta. They look great.
They look really nice.
Yeah, exactly, Chapman.
Yeah.
So pitted. Whoop out.
Yeah, no, I gave up real quick. And the tires are bald too, so I'm like,
Whoop.
why am I wasting time on these?
There's a video, you haven't seen it on the internet.
The Acura wheel video?
No, about this dude, he's like, so you get so pitted, and then he's talking about surfing, and he's like, whoop out, and then the waves just whoop out. You know? It's fucking retarded. But anyway.
Oh, you ass sniffer, get out of there!
Get out of his ass! You dogs. Has he seen you roll the Volvo? No, I don't think you've seen me roll the Volvo.
No, I haven't seen the roll the Volvo.
No, he
video.
hasn't seen me roll the Volvo.
I don't think I want to see you roll the. You hit a boulder.
Chapman says, "Cease eating ass live." Caesar.
Caesar.
Ass eater.
That's it. That's how you spell Caesar. Is Caesar.
Oh, I'm not worried. I told him that I rolled the Volvo.
You told me you hit a boulder.
I hit a boulder, yeah.
That car looked. I mean, you chopped it up.
So yeah, we chopped it up now.
It looks so.
It looks rough now, yeah.
It reminds me.
Hey, Chappie, come give us a ride. We need a ride to the store.
When Chuck freaking hit a boulder with his mountain bike.
We'll watch the video here in a little bit. We'll see if it compares.
But get some pictures. Yeah, we need pictures of.
No, you didn't out me. He knows I do crazy shit. So yeah.
I don't even want to know.
It's like a dog farm. Look at this. Idiots. A farm of idiots. But so getting back to the discussion at hand. We're talking about style, cleanliness, why it's important.
Well, plus, when they were teching you, it's about fluid leakage. If your engine compartment's clean, you can spot.
He is right. They were
spot leakage.
They were far more serious about it at Vegas Drift than they were at any other drift event I've ever been.
Next level. Right?
So I guess, if that's where you got to go.
And when you're paying that much money, you don't want to be standing around while they're cleaning the truck.
I don't know how we wouldn't take over Vegas, Chappie. Between your 2J S30, yeah. Dude, I bet you one turn into that, people would have been fucking hanging off that wall if you slid that car around that corner.
There wasn't another Z like it. Mm-mm.
There wasn't anything in the parking lot.
No. It would have been unique.
Yeah.
Unique.
Yeah. 2JZ S30 on coilovers?
Yeah.
Yeah, people would have been shitting their pants.
Yep.
Realistically.
Yeah.
There's no way. I can't imagine them. No. People would have been hovering around. People were hovering around the Cresta and it didn't look like anything. Looked like grandma's four-door.
That was the appeal.
Whipping shitties.
I'm telling you, you need crochet.
My buddy's band's name is Whipping Shitties.
We need crocheted seat covers.
Yeah, we'll get some crochet. We'll get the beads in the
doilies.
Center. The beads in the center of the seat. Yeah, we need that.
I'm telling you, stealth mode on that car.
He says, must have been eating Tide Pods. Everyone loves a sleeper, Yeah.
Everyone loves a sleeper. Yeah, the giveaway is the
screamer, the screamer pipe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the kill button.
Yeah, and the kill switch.
The kill switch sticking out. Those are the two tells.
That's the only thing that tells you anything.
You got to look closer to see the cage.
Yeah, but I mean.
How do you get 100-pound mush?
We were talking about Final Bout and Ryan Turk and watching all those videos where the cars are really based around style, and
Well, that's what they were saying. They said you had to have the
you
look.
had to have a good looking car. And they were talking about how you didn't show up there to learn. You weren't showing up to learn. They're not filming you to watch you learn. You know, they're filming cars that
Well, those guys, they
have status.
They already have.
They have it.
They've got the skills.
They're already there.
They're not acquiring.
Oh, come on, camera. Oh, come on. It's like, I'm not going to focus. There we go.
Well, and so the discussion got to, between Charles and I, it's what's your comfort level? How far are you willing to go? You know.
Is that a dog fart?
It wasn't my fart.
It was the dog fart. How far were you willing to go?
Did you want to go Neo Pro? You know?
Well, Pro-Am.
Pro-Am, right? And, oh, man.
Dog
Badass dog fart.
Bad dog fart.
And so, knowing that the sponsors are looking for a certain commitment of style, you know,
well, they're looking for a certain commitment of exposure.
Yeah. Well, you saw the graphics on all the, you know.
Yeah, but it's how many events do you go to? And it's not. I mean, you could drive mediocre, but how many events do you go to?
Do you start sacrificing seat time for FaceTime?
I don't know.
Do you?
I have no idea.
That's what I was, you know, with
Wang. We were also talking about Forrest Wang and how he was hanging out at the last event, and he was bringing up good points. Does he talk to a lot of people? Is he answered? Is he, you know, open for questions? Is he just there to drive? You know, is he trying to?
Is it promotional? Well,
yeah,
and this
is it a promotion
for Forrest Wang was the Vegas Drift a big event or a small one?
Tiny.
Okay, so
yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to, you know?
Big event for me.
It was big for you.
Yeah, big.
Small for
big
him.
For him.
So
for you,
wouldn't
for him, yeah.
And you've told me about the kind of people, the community, the drift community. So, and if he came up through that grassroots drift culture,
well, I mean,
why wouldn't he talk to you? He's not above talking to you. You know, and you're
at this point, it's more. I think it's more of an annoyance. If you're constantly getting asked how you made it, how you did it,
you probably talk to more guys that he wouldn't have.
Oh yeah.
On Sunday,
I talked to a decent amount of people,
and they had respect for you, you know, because you were putting on a great show. It was a great show. You were trying and succeeding as well. Oh, God damn it! What being bulldozed. Holy crap.
It's being bulldozed by a pitbull.
By a pitbull. Big dopey pitbull.
He thinks
Vicious dog! Vicious dog!
He's so vicious. I want to love you. I want to know what love is.
You know, we've got the grassroots drift culture.
He says,
and so if this was a low key event,
we got a comment. Hold on. I gotta read it.
Then he must have been there just to have fun.
Late congratulations on the shot, by the way. I think it was important.
It is important.
It was important to interact. The more personable you are, the more likely companies are to sponsor you. Just my opinion.
Well, there you go.
And I mean, yeah.
So if you can
be
mingle,
personable, and mingle,
sure.
I would say for sure.
Aloof, that doesn't help.
Or if you're a prick.
If you're a prick, an aloof prick.
I mean,
Charles is not an aloof prick.
No, I'm not a prick. No, I think, you know what would be cool is if we went down to a Vegas Drift event and we had a bunch of people from the channel.
Uh-huh.
If we had a bunch of people from the channel show up and, and got to hang out. Because, I mean, we were talking to people that I didn't really particularly like, you know. There was people that I wasn't super keen to be around, but...
Well, I think because you sense their lack of commitment.
Yeah.
You know,
they were just kind of posers. I thought they were posers.
To use the term, yes.
Yeah.
They were posers.
I thought they were posers because they had, not because they said they were trying, but because they had big, I don't know.
No, but excuses.
It was excuses. That's what it was.
Why they weren't doing...
I would do this, but I have to do that.
And everybody's got a big butt. What's your big butt, Simone? You know?
But there was people there that like, hey, I'm doing this. It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it happen.
Well, you were telling me for the last, 10 years, you've done what you could do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's you do with what you have.
Yeah, you work with what you got.
And these kids were like, well, I won't until I have this certain car.
Chappie's like, your dad looks like he's on cocaine once a year.
Once a year? On my birthday.
On his birthday.
Send Coke.
Send Coke here. But, I mean, honestly, though, that's how it was. Yeah, get away from the dog.
Oh,
Dog loves
the dog's stealing my FaceTime.
The dog's like, I love you. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's I think that's a real thing. We're talking absolutely 100% about only. Doza just texted me, haha, only on his birthday.
Only on my birthday. Send Coke. April 5th.
Send Coke. People only get away with being aloof if they're driving F1. People are too concerned with image. I think a lot of them are scene kids, etc. I mean, we saw kids that they had money, they had cars. The one kid with the V8 X14 really wasn't that good.
Oh, so the distinction we wanted to point out when we started this evening was that building.
Oh, yeah.
That was the main point.
There's people that build cars, there's people that buy cars, and there's people that build parts to build cars. And that's the difference. You build your parts on your own car. You don't buy somebody else's car, parts.
Parts to build
your car.
You're parting your car together.
We talk about build, not bought, but building your own parts to build your own car is far more substantial than
you are in a class by yourself.
Well, I mean, there's people that build their own parts, but
I didn't say it was an exclusive
it's not
category, but it is a class
of the people that were there. We talked about Forrest Wang. Does Forrest Wang build his own parts?
No. He buys parts, somebody gives him parts because he's earned it. He's earned it. Okay,
he's a fantastic.
He paid his
driver.
dues, right? Yeah. So paying your dues.
Yeah, you pay it in one way or another. You build your own parts.
If you're building your own parts
from scratch.
Yeah.
To build your own car.
Yeah.
Then that's far different than build, not bought.
Yeah. Buying, buying to build.
Buying to build.
And building to
build. That's the
That's a big distinction.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. All right, guys. Well, I think we made our point that, if you're going to build your own parts on your own car and everything like that, that's a big difference than going to the store and buying your own parts to build your own car.
Not that everybody doesn't have to buy some parts.
Yeah, I buy parts all the time.
Buy parts, yeah.
You have to.
You have to, yeah.
You can't possibly manufacture.
You can't machine all of it.
No. You can't manufacture a fuel pump. You can't manufacture a fuel pressure regulator. You're not gonna be making fuel injectors in your garage.
Let's be real now.
There's shit that you can make, and there's shit that you can't make. Yeah. I need to buy parts this weekend.
Buy some parts.
That's Jake.
Or you can build you some parts.
Yeah, Jake, we can build you some parts.
But he's not building you a fuel pump.
This guy says that's the greatest thing about your channel. your ability to fab, build, and drive.
There we go. Build.
Yeah.
Fab, build, and drive.
I honestly do think that is a huge distinction between us and some of the other people.
He's his own tester.
Yeah, me and Chappie go through great lengths of trying things. I mean, we don't always get into huge differences. This guy says, Jake says, build some coilovers. And and Chappie says, Jake is gay. So there you go. I think that's a big distinction, though, between people that go to track events. Like we were talking about Adam LZ and how he just, he buys shit.
It's how deep are your pockets?
Yeah, how deep are your pockets?
Yeah.
We're talking about, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
We talk about how big, where he started. He started with a huge pocketbook. He bought parts. He built his car based off of who was producing what. We're not talking about somebody that sat there and developed anything. Yeah. He bought it off the shelf. It showed up. He put it on.
This has been an evolution. I mean, how many cars have you had? Ballpark?
Oh, I have no idea.
Dozen?
No.
20 plus. 20 plus. Almost 24 cars.
At one point I had 13 S13s. So, I mean,
it's been a process.
Oh, do you see what Chappie said? So how about that milk, Mom? He said, "Hey, Chappie." He said that his next comment, "Do you still cut the milk?" He's cutthroat.
This is a rough crowd.
Yeah. Chappie knows about the milk, Mom.
He knows about the milk, Mom.
She says,
You're never gonna live that down.
Never. You never knew the gravity of that situation. So
just should have been transparent.
Should have said you were cutting the milk from the beginning. It's like the Watergate scandal. The Milkgate scandal.
It's not the act, it's the cover-up that gets you.
She says I won't make him cookies.
Cookies? I deserve cookies. I want cookies.
Definitely a cut above. Can't wait to see what you guys put out as a budget increase. As the budget increases. I don't know. Honestly, if the budget increases, we're going to increase in capabilities to manufacture. Not capabilities.
Yeah, we had this discussion. He needs to make more parts for you guys.
Talk about the drift event. The drift event was awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, insane.
It was what a road trip. One of my
crazy good road trip.
The best. One of the best road trips.
We showed up there. The car ran fantastic.
Flawless all day.
Yeah. All we did was change tires.
It ran on fumes.
Yeah, it literally the surge tank worked so well that we were running on fumes at one point.
We were on 3 wheels.
Yeah, we 3-wheeled it through the big turn.
Big turn.
Blew Dad away. Yeah, Dad did a little drifting.
If you can call it that.
It was more learning,
It's a learning, Hold on.
Talk about the drift event, same shit. That's what drew me here. No problems with that drifting or with that Chappie. Yeah, so I mean, we do the same stuff. We build stuff, we test it, but I mean, I don't think that there's a whole lot of people that do that, honestly.
Build, test,
drive. Weld up their own parts that they aren't sure if are going to work.
And he finished off that whole exhaust system in half an hour. I watched him do it. I've never seen it.
we all came together. We just kind of slapped that thing together to make it to the dyno day.
And went to dyno. Yeah.
And I mean, you can attest to that. They called us.
Yep.
They were like, "Can you make it to the dyno?"
He said, "I'll call you in half an hour."
2:00, and I was like, "The car's not together." Like, that wasn't even a downpipe. That was the beginning of a downpipe.
Right. It was all a whole bunch of pie cuts.
Yeah, it was just some pie cuts down to the end. So
and he welded them all up and drilled the
O2 bung.
Yep.
For the wideband. And
there we go. And drove it over to Boise.
And then we drove it to Boise within the time frame.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah.
What a hectic Saturday.
Yeah, hectic couple hours for sure. No, Saturday was even more hectic. That was Friday.
That was Friday. That's right. Yeah, Saturday was getting loaded up, getting everything together.
And I changed the starter on the van in the gravel
in the parking lot. It's like one.
We were hitting it with a
one
hammer.
One sledgehammer too many.
And it popped a hole in it, and I was like, "Oh, that's probably it."
4:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, we arrived at 2:00 Boise time or 2:30 Boise time, 1:30 Vegas
time in the morning.
Yeah. But we dodged the snow.
We did. We missed the snow from Vegas into Boise. Let's see. No shakedown run before event.
No,
none.
Cold.
None.
And he didn't he put his foot into it on the first launch.
The first run into the big turn, I didn't
like it was gonna do what it was gonna do.
Didn't lift.
No, you did not. You did not hold back one bit. And I know this.
Top of third, right into that big corner, and threw it in there. We were either going to come out backwards or come out the right way.
I thought it was a Star Trek moment. We were going to galaxies unexplored.
He thought we were going to go off track.
I thought we were going off.
When I shot that thing into that first cone, he was like, "Oh, we're going."
I was looking that way. He was already looking that way.
I was looking where we were going.
We were looking where he wanted to go.
He was looking where the front of the car was pointed, and
he was looking where we wanted to go.
Yeah, and then we hit that first clipping point and just threw it in.
Yeah, cold.
Yeah, no warm up, no. I mean, we did the parade lap, but that was like at 5 miles an hour. There was no we're gonna test the small corner first. We just went for it. A third gear first time.
Took a flyer.
Yeah. Threw it in.
Committed.
Total
commitment.
That car is so on point. We were talking about how awful it is to drive down the highway. It is terrible.
No, it's
awful to drive down the highway. It's awful to drive down the road, but you get on the track and you start throwing it around, and it just responds so well.
It's in its happy place.
Yeah, it's what it's meant to do. And me and Chappie have talked about it being a full race car for a long time. Pretty much since we bought it. Since we got it, we were like, this is a race car, not a daily driver.
How long has it been now? When did you get that?
Not long. Not even a month.
A month ago?
Yeah.
And a lot of work in a month.
Yeah, two different turbo manifolds, 2 different turbo setups, different intercooler, different fuel setup. That's a lot.
What a payoff!
Yeah,
but
for the weekend that we had, it was awesome. I mean, it killed
Vegas.
It killed it.
It totally, it delivered.
So, but yeah, no, I mean, there's a big distinction I think between making a race car and making, a daily or something that you drive in the street. And I mean, you could drive it on the street, but it'd be so miserable, it wouldn't really be worth it.
It's not a 1991 Crest.
It's like my S30, except way faster. LOL. Well, it's faster now. I don't know about when your car's running there, Chappie. I have no idea if it's going to be faster. That thing's... We saw 2J cars
I hope I get a ride.
Ripping shit
in your freaking Z.
Yeah. He said, always changing shit. Yeah, well,
always.
I mean... Yeah, I think that Z, honestly, with the 2J in it, it's going to be a fucking animal. Yeah, I think it's going to be an animal. It's going to, what we talked about, the BMW being really fucking fast.
It's really fast.
But at the same time, it's so smooth. And it's
that's a daily driver.
It's so refined.
Indeed.
It's not the Cresta. The Cresta is slower. The Cresta is slower. but just more animalistic. It makes louder noises, and it's a little more dramatic.
Stripped down. He still has freaking seats. In
in the BMW, the BMW is just like, I mean, the thing's pretty unreal for how fast it is.
It has
so fucking fast.
A foot in both universes.
Yes, you could drive it to get a cup of coffee, and at the same time blow the doors off pretty much anything. Which is just absurd. Yeah, just mat it, and you're out. You're out.
That was so much fun.
They're gone. So, and that brings us back to kind of what we were talking about with style and performance and stuff like that. And what was more important to you as a viewer and a watcher? I mean, I know where Chappie's at. I know where Mendoza's at. I know where Jake's at. I understand. And I hope that when you guys watch this live stream and you comment below, you tell us where we're at and where we need to be. Because honestly, this channel has helped progress me and Chappie in a direction and push us in a direction that's a lot more dramatic than I would have ever expected. I'm more likely to try and go ahead and make content and try things than I would have before. I would have called things good for sure. So over the next season, we want to hit a lot more drift events, and we want to try a lot more things. We want to try some suspension geometry. We want to try some style. We want to see what the difference is as far as the crowd reaction between the style and everything like that. As far as flares, no flares, stock paint.
Cleanliness is next to god-awfully fastliness.
What he said. Anyways, make sure you guys comment below. Thanks for watching the live stream. Big shout out to my dad for helping us get through the weekend. We had a killer time, and we can't wait to see you guys next time.
Be well.
Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and hit us below with some comments. And let us know what you guys want to see next. Let us know what's important to you. And
feedback is appreciated.
Yeah, feedback is always appreciated. Chappie, shut your mouth. Shut your dirty mouth. All right, thanks, guys. I really like it.